And welcome. This week we are having a little contest. The viewer that can correctly tell us what the most popular pizza topping is in the US will win a highly coveted prize. If you think you know the answer, simply write it on the back of an Advanco 1700 watt 120 volt DPO 2S double deck countertop pizza and bakery oven with 2 independent chambers, and include with it a year's supply of high protein, high gluten bread flour. Send that over to us here in Colorado Springs and we will get you your prize post haste. the oven on. We're gonna go as hot as we can, 550. And we're gonna do probably like 4 minutes on the lowest rack. Boom. And then I'm gonna move this one to probably there for the next couple minutes. And then at the end, I'll just hold it up to the broiler probably. Have you ever seen the inside of an oven before? Wow, it's amazing. Anyways, this is that dough I was showing you earlier. See if I can lift this off without messing it up. Look how much it's blown up. This is not great. I'm gonna go ahead and pinch that little bubble there. But this thing is just, it's just full of air. This has actually been in the fridge. Earlier it said 24 hours. It's actually been since Friday, so about 72 hours. So another thing you can do if you feel like you're worried about it being too wet is you can kind of just leave it like this for 15 to 25 minutes, depending on the environment of your kitchen. You don't want any of that kind of shaggy skin to form, so if it looks like it's getting dry, cover it. But this can kind of help to remove some of that stickiness. So this is a New York style dough, which is why we had the sugar and which is why we had the oil. The sugar helps it brown. The oil, I don't know, but it tastes good. On the screen, I'm going to use some vegetable spray, or you can wipe some regular oil. I'm just doing this as an extra caution because like I said before, I hate spending all this time and then having things happen. So we're going to put that over there. Wash our hands. Sorry, the dishes aren't done. We still got some time for the oven to preheat, so I'll show you what I'm using for tomato sauce. I use this stuff for salsa, spaghetti, pizza sauce, San Marzano tomatoes. I use literally just this and like 1 to 2% salt per weight, and then use the immersion blender and just so it's kind of chunky. And these tomatoes are super good. Oh Lord. As far as cheese, I'm just going mozzarella, a little bit of white cheddar, and some Monterey Jack. And I'm just doing a cheese pizza today. I'm doing some oregano or oregano. Last thing would be what I use for kind of shaping it, which is about 50-50 semolina and just all-purpose flour. That's what Papa John's uses, so I thought it was good for them, good for me. So I've made this pizza several times. Somewhere I try to make a big crust and leave all the air in there, and you push all the air to the edge and crimp it in there, and it blows up and it's a nice little crust. And I've also done it where I slap it to crap and get all the air out of there, don't do anything with the crust, try to smooth the whole thing out, and anywhere that there's not tomato sauce and cheese still puffs up. So New York style, they're gonna beat the crap out of it, try to get all the air out of it, stretch it till it's really thin, and then it'll be really thin in the middle area, and then the crust will just blow up a little bit. So that's what I'm going for. So we'll see. It's definitely got a lot of air in it. One important thing is to make sure you don't have any cheese or sauce or wetness or anything like that, so make sure that's all dried off. And then probably not going to talk much more, just going to get this done. So this is my, like I said, flour, semolina, when the dough's been in the fridge for 2 or 3 days, when it comes out, it really is easy to stretch out and work. So you got to be careful that, you know, if I took this and tried to throw it or do something crazy, it would just spring out and not come back. So we're going to beat it up because because again, I want this thin crust here, and I want a little tiny crust on the end. Once you beat it out a little bit, I'm gonna try to take it on the edges here and just stretch it evenly. So there's no holes, no thick spots. It's a little bit harder than it looks, but I'm just going easy. Just going easy. The middle's already kind of thin, so we're gonna gently drive the school bus here just to get the weight to do, because I can feel where the weight's at in the crust, and that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna go ahead and get all of our dust and stuff out of the way. Get our screen over here. See how we're looking. Maybe just a little bit bigger. Go ahead and drape this on there.
Hi.
Hey yo.
I was looking at this one. Look at her just sitting on the corner.
I know, she's been sitting there. She spent most of the day on the damn hammock.
Uh-oh, we're gonna lazy kitty now.
Yeah, big time.
Cinnamon rolls are really good.
Good.
Here.
Getting much?
Wait. They're pretty kids. Keep on kids.
It'll go hot. There you go. We got Poppy this little hammock thing, and I think she's been off of it in the last 16 hours. She has spent 15 and a half hours sleeping on the hammock. Oh, cute. You got little stairs for her. She loves it. She's like, she can see the outside. She can see what's going on in the kitchen. It's the Papa girl. She loves her little hammock. Okay, I'll see you in a couple hours, okay, when it's time for dinner.